All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, how you doing today? Hey, this is Kevin Vaughan and my wonderful guest today, Chef Cammy Red. How you doing, Cammy? How you doing today,
I'm
sir?
awesome. Thank you for having me on the show today. It's
Oh,
such a
thank you so
privilege to
much.
be
Hey, man, I'm excited about you being here today. Hey, we're more excited, Cammy, about God, man. God made us, help us be here today. So we thank God. We're excited about Him today. And we're not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So, y'all
here.
got any
Man,
problems
it's
with that? Let me know.
great
So,
being awake this morning and
hey,
being able to see,
amen.
being able to walk, and being able to do all of those things.
Yeah,
Because somebody this morning didn't wake up, somebody
yeah,
didn't wake up with their sight, somebody didn't wake up with their health, and somebody didn't wake up with the ability to walk. So I'm
yeah.
totally grateful for God for all of those
Yes,
things.
man. That's exactly right. Yeah, we're going to give credit to where credit is due. We're talking about the God of everything. You got to understand everything. Woo, that's powerful, Cammy, when you think about him. Everything comes from God. That's only, woo,
Yeah,
I get excited just think about him, just
all day, every day.
incredible. Woo,
Yeah.
praise God. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Power Connections with Cammy Red today, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Vaughn. We're just excited about her having it. She's in the state of Georgia. Can't give you her location because she's top secret. Want to make sure y'all don't bother her right now. But seriously, though, guys, we are excited about her being with us today. We're going to be talking to her about her books. And we're going to talk about nutrition, her journey to chefhood, and all the above. But before we even get started, we got to do two things. Cam, we want to make sure you give a shout out to your wonderful grandmothers we talked about earlier, and any opening statement. I want to give a little encouragement and any motivation for today. But let's give a shout out to your wonderful grandmama who may see this later on. But definitely that, and any opening statement you want to make first.
So I'm going to just say both of my grandmothers raised me, and I'm so
Wow.
grateful to have both of them still
Oh,
alive. Both
wow.
one is
Oh,
95, and the other one is 96.
oh, I
Um,
love it.
so I want to say good morning and thank you to both of my grandmothers, Betty Redding and Willie Bell Beatles. If you know either of them, I've just revealed to you my location.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I just want to say I am totally blessed to have been raised by two outstanding and wonderful women. So I
Wow.
want to encourage each of you, if you have your grandmothers, your mom, your dad,
Yeah.
any of your parents or grandparents, to go give them a hug today, give them a kiss, and tell them how grateful you are to have them around.
Yes, Cammy, I love that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's so important that we make sure we honor and love. We know we love them, but definitely honor our elders while they're with us. And even when those who have gone, we still honor them as well. Cammy, that
Yeah.
is powerful. Cammy, one thing I wanted to mention to you too, you may have already done it though, but please capture as much as you can with them, video, audio, about their wisdom and about whatever stories they like to tell.
I'm going to give
Uh,
you a little secret that I hadn't told anybody. Part of the reason why I'm here is because I am actually authoring my very first cookbook. Now, believe it or not, I've been a chef for over 20 years
I
and
love
I've
it.
written other books about different facets of wellness. But
Yeah.
I am authoring my very first cookbook and it's
Wow.
called My Family Values Food.
Oh,
And the reason
I love
I'm authoring that is because I often tell people the story about how I became a chef.
it. Yeah.
My grandmother Willie Bell is a professional baker, so I grew up baking in
Oh,
her house.
I
But
love
my grand and both of my grandmothers had over 10 children. My grandma Betty had 11, my grandma Willie Bell had 10.
Yeah, yeah,
So at my grandma Betty's house, I was myself and my cousins, we were always her sous chefs. We
yeah.
always had to chop bell peppers and onions. So that's how I got my start in the
Yeah.
culinary industry. And I
Oh,
always tell that. And a
wow.
part of what I do with coaching and therapy comes from the root of what I saw with my grandmothers.
Yeah.
Um, I used to have a service called cooking therapy, and I used to explain to people that my grandma Betty used to pull people into her kitchen, and
Right.
whenever they had a problem, they would sit down at the table and she'd feed them and she'd talk to them, and they somehow, some way, over food, they seemed to be able to work out all of the things that were going on in their lives, and she was able to guide them and give them advice
Wow.
over that plate of food.
Wow.
So my book is called My Family Values Food because we
Wow.
always gather together around
Yeah.
food. And
Yeah.
food is something that is intricate and extremely important,
Yeah.
just not in my family, but also in our culture.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a step back to talk to my grandmothers about not
Yeah.
only how they became the
Right.
cook that they are, but also what life journey they had and the things that reminded them of their childhood, some of the dishes that they made when they were younger, some of
Yeah.
the dishes that they introduced us to, and why, we eat the things that we eat. So that is what I'm working on right now. That's my current project. And it does involve me capturing not only just these last few moments with my grandmothers, but
Yeah.
also capturing
Yeah.
their life stories
Yeah.
and their
Yeah.
life's journey. My grandma Betty has over 120 offspring. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about cousins and aunties and things like that for her. I'm talking about these are my uncles, my
Wow.
aunties, my cousins, my
Wow.
second cousins, my third cousin. Like she is now seeing maybe 4 to 5 generations of her children
Yeah.
reproduce.
Yeah. That's powerful.
So all of that is important, and all of that is just a testament to our history as a family. And I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that I encapsulate that by also showing people what it is that my family values, and
Yeah.
it's food. We all enjoy a good plate of food. We all love to cook, and
Yeah.
we all love to gather together in that way.
Oh, wow, Cami, that is a powerful opening, powerful update, guys. Hey, we're here with Cami Reed. Here's our website, guys. It's powerful. I want you to go to the website too as well after you listen to this, of course, guys. But take a note of that as well. And we're excited. Cami, that is powerful. And we honor your grandparent and your entire family as well. I'm excited about that. I always remind people why your elders are with you, man. You better get them, get those recipes, get those pictures, get those videos, get those audios, ask those questions, get the pros and cons about the family, all the above, so you can learn a little bit about who you are and why we here. So that's
Because if you don't know who you are or where you come from,
that's right.
won't know where you're going to go in the future.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
even though we say not to dwell on the past a lot and to stay in the present
Yeah,
moment,
yeah,
sometimes you just have to learn
yeah,
about some
exactly.
things and some of the places that we come from so that
Exactly.
we can know how to guide ourselves and how to move forward in
Yeah.
our own lives.
Yeah, I love it, Cammy. That's powerful. Yeah, even the pictures, man. Get some pictures if you can get picture of the picture that grandma and them have that they kept over the years and kind of get an understanding of what these pictures are all about. Yeah, it just kind of lets us know who we are, where we come from. And you say, man, I'm just like my grandpa, grandma. It's what you find out about them.
I'm gonna
But,
tell you, I
yeah,
told you in our pre-talk, my
yeah,
grandmother will
yeah,
talk you down and tell you that
yeah.
I am her twin.
I
She will
love
tell you that I look like her and I
it.
act like her.
Yeah, yeah.
So she will fight you if you say otherwise.
Exactly. I love it. That means she is a beautiful woman. I love it. That's powerful, Cami Reed. I appreciate you so much. Hey, guys, this is Power Connections with Cami Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with her today on the network talking about her wonderful life as a chef, as an author, as an awesome entrepreneur, and all the above. So let's get started here, Cami, a little bit and talk about you already kind of give us a little bit about your journey, but tell us about your growing up a little bit here. You got some siblings and all the above. Tell us about your little bit background about your growing up.
So I guess I could be considered the middle child, but I was actually raised by my father.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I am my dad's baby and I'm my mom's oldest.
Uh,
So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
a little bit different dynamic. Like my sister will tell you I'm probably a sport. My older sister will tell you I'm probably a spoiled brat, but my younger sister will tell you I'm probably demanding. I just like to say I fall somewhere in between.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah. I just know how to get what I want, but also still secure and make sure everybody else is okay too. So yeah.
absolutely. Yes, do
And
you. Just do you, right? Just do
I'm
you.
grateful because, again, like I stated, my grandparents are still alive, but my parents are still alive as well. So I get to spend time with my father. I get to spend
Yeah.
time with my
Woo.
mother. I get to
Powerful.
celebrate, each birthday with them. And as a matter of fact, it was just my birthday, which is why I'm where I am, so that I could actually spend time with my family and just celebrate my
Yeah.
my new year and what's ahead and what's to come.
Yeah, that's powerful, Cammy. Okay. And also a happy belated birthday.
Thank
I
you.
celebrate birthday every day. I celebrate every day, right? We celebrate every day we wake up.
Listen, me tell you, I'm not afraid of my age. I
Yeah.
turned 44 and I am
Oh,
grateful
you're
for
a youngster.
every year of that.
You're a
So
youngster. Yeah, you're a youngster, Cammy. That's no problem there, Sister Red. I love it. That's wonderful. What a great legacy you have and great background. I'm so proud and excited for you as well, guys. Hey, we're talking to Cammy Red, ladies and gentlemen, on the Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. Hope you guys are enjoying this today. We are excited about her. You know, one thing, Cammy, we got to talk about a little bit as we go forward here is nutrition.
yes.
Wow. Can you talk a little bit about that? You know, people got diet, nutrition, keto, edo, wedo, whatever is going on out
I'm
there.
gonna keep
But
this real
yeah,
simple for you,
I
okay?
know. Let's talk about
So now, I am certified. I have a degree in nutritional
it.
science.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am a registered dietitian and nutritionist, but
Wow.
I practice and I teach sustainable nutrition. And what that means is that means eating in a way that's not only good for you, but
Right.
also good for the planet and the environment.
That's
And
it.
it looks at the whole food journey from how food is grown to
Yeah.
what we eat and to how we get rid of it. What I like to tell people is in these day and ages, we have to focus on everything. We got to focus on the farmer. We got
Yes.
to focus on how it gets to the grocery store. We got to focus on what's in the grocery store. And
Yes.
then how we introduce it to our bodies is
Yes.
very important. And then not only how we introduce it to our bodies and what we're doing afterwards. Are we using sustainable materials to store our food? Are we reducing food waste? I don't preach or promote one certain way of life or one diet because I'm
All
one
right.
of those nutritionists that believe that there's everybody is different, so every
Yeah. Yeah.
approach is different. But
Right.
what I love to teach people is eat more plant-based items, eat more items. And I'm not talking about, and let me clarify when I say this, I
Yes.
am not talking about the processed plant-based items. I am talking about real whole food, plants that you actually get out the ground. So
Mhm.
you know what you're looking at and you know
Wow.
what it. So you want to eat more plant-based items. Yes, it's okay to eat meat, but you want to eat sustainable meats. You want to eat meats that you know have been raised in the proper environment. We have to get away from this mono agriculture mindset and concept and
Mhm.
get back to a way of how our ancestors and how indigenous people farm, where they actually produce crops and multi animals and animals that are raised on the proper food and not given a lot of antibiotics, a lot of steroids for
Yeah.
growth. Those are not the animals that you want to eat. You want to eat sustainable meat,
Yeah.
sustainable seafoods, foods that have been raised in the right way. You
Yeah.
want to think about how you get rid of this stuff. So if you got a lot of leftovers in your house, you want to create new and unique recipes with it. Take all those vegetables, throw them in a pot, boil them down, and make broth out of them,
There
and
you
then turn that broth into something else. That's how you eat sustainably, and that's how you keep yourself healthy.
Oh, I love it, Sister Red. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a certified nutritionist here helping us today on how to take care of our wonderful bodies. And matter of fact, it's not hard, Cammy, once you get the right knowledge. Of course, we haven't been taught, the right way, as you know, unfortunately. In some
So
cases,
it's funny that you say that. Here's
yeah,
the thing that us
yeah,
as a people, and
yeah,
when I say us as a people, I mean people of
right,
color, we're
right,
often told that
right,
high blood pressure and diabetes are hereditary
right.
diseases. And I want to clarify this with you.
Help us.
And a lot of doctors are not, they are going to agree. Some are going to agree and some are not going to agree because we've been taught to believe
Yeah,
something else.
yeah,
Okay? And we've been taught to push another way of being.
right, right.
But high blood pressure and diabetes are not genetic and they are not hereditary. What they are learned behaviors.
Yes,
Do you understand? And
yes,
let me explain
got
this
it.
on a different level, a little bit more to you. You eat how your mother and father eat.
That's
Your
correct.
mother and father eat how their mother and father ate.
Yeah, yeah,
Their mother and father ate how their mother and father ate.
right,
So if your great great grandmother had diabetes, she
right.
taught your great grandmother how to eat and how to develop food. I mean, and how to eat foods that would develop diabetes in her
Yeah,
system. She
Yeah.
also in turn taught that to your grandmother. Your
Yep.
grandmother taught that to your parents, and
Yep.
your parents taught that to you. So
Yep.
what you learned is how to eat in a way that would develop
Yep.
cancer, would develop diabetes, would develop high blood pressure. But what you have to unlearn now is those same things. You have to unlearn how to eat in that way, and you have to learn how to eat in a more responsible, a more sustainable, and a more healthy way.
Yes, that is just wisdom, and it makes sense if you think about it. You're right. We've been pushed so much stuff over the years. We tend to believe it, right? We don't even go research it ourselves. So, Cam,
That's
we thank
right.
you so much for that, for understanding that basic. And it's just basic information, folks. If you just think about it, you're right. We're going to do exactly what Mama and them did, and Papa and them did, because we love them. We love them to death.
Yeah,
And we know
and
they,
we love the food. Let's be
yeah,
honest. We like the
absolutely.
way our big mamas cook. We
Oh,
like the way
absolutely.
our grandmamas cook. We love to
Absolutely.
go over there and eat their food.
You
But
got
what
that
we
right.
understand is instead of going over there and eating that food the way it is, we need to
Yeah.
go over there and teach them
Yeah.
how to remake those foods in a healthier way.
Amen.
So I'll give you an example.
Hmm.
My stepmom, when I first met her, she was a size 4. And this is a testament. I love my grandmama and I love my grandmama's cooking. Okay.
Absolutely.
But and my grandmother is learning new ways of doing things. But my stepmother has been eating at my grandmother's house for 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay. My stepmother is now in a size 16. So, and that's not to put her business on Front Street. That's
Right,
just to
right,
tell you
right.
how we eat and the things that we eat and where they come from and some of the traditional ways of how we prepare food
Yeah.
is not really healthy for us. And
Right.
it's not going to be something that helps us health wise. So we have to learn how to eat those same things. Like I love banana pudding, but I
Yeah.
learned how to make banana pudding in a healthier way.
Yeah.
I love peach cobbler. And if you
Yes.
look at his background, you'll see where on my website it says lose 30 pounds in 30
Yeah.
days. That's
Exactly.
because I got a program, but my program is geared towards the southern palate. So in there, I've got like this baked peach that we do,
Yeah.
and I usually eat it with a almond and date energy ball, and
Hmm.
I swear to God, it's just like eating a piece of peach cobbler for me. So I've learned how to take those same tastes and things that I
Yeah.
love over the years, grew up eating, but
Yeah.
make them in a more healthier, a more nutritious way,
Yeah.
and a way that it not only that I enjoy it, but also a way that it actually gives nutrients and
Yeah.
makes me healthier.
Yeah, I love it, Cami. That's powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, this is Power Connections with Cami Red. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a certified nutritionist. You know, Cami, what I loved about what you were talking about as I was sending the link out to everybody on the planet here is that you're giving us the why as well. It's not that we can't eat. We got to understand why we're eating it a certain way, and understand what are the effects of our body. So thank you so much for the wisdom of that. That's why education is so important, folks. You got to get educated in this stuff. And that's why you got to listen to somebody like Chef Red, to talk about these areas because they know why things are happening. And yes, we are not bound by blood pressure and all this other stuff that people tell us only because they want to push the medication, folks. That's the big area. They want to push that
You
motor.
just said
Don't get
a
me
mouthful,
started
bro.
on that one. Don't get me started, Sister Red, on that one, because we know I got some wisdom now on some stuff. So our goal is to get back to the way God has intended us to eat. He already said it. If you go back to Genesis, folks, He told us exactly what to eat. So
Yeah, he
it's amazing.
did.
Just amazing.
Listen, and another thing I want to add to that
Yeah,
is
please.
guys eat seasonally.
Yeah,
So here's the thing that we forget.
yeah.
Fruits and vegetables are in season at different times of the year.
Right.
That is that way for a reason. Some certain fruits and vegetables provide the
Yeah.
nutrients that you need to get through the summer, the
Wow.
nutrients that you need to get through the winter. It
Yes.
also feeds your mind. So think about the different seasons and the different levels of activity that you have in
Yeah.
those seasons. In the wintertime, we're usually in like a slumber, slow state. So the
Yeah.
types of foods that we eat help give us the energy, help give us hydration, help give us the things that we need for
Yeah.
that particular time in our lives.
Yeah.
So you want to be responsible and pick fruits and vegetables that are seasonally, and if you can, get locally grown food.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Let's talk about that a little bit, guys. Those farmers markets are off the chain from the local area goes. Guys, I think we
In
all got that.
every area that I have
Yeah.
lived in, I currently live in Texas.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things in Texas is agriculture.
Yeah.
There's a farm everywhere. There's a farmer's
Yeah.
market in
Yeah.
every city, even the
Yeah.
small ones. I am from Georgia,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
There has not been a time that I did not have access to one of my, and I'm about to tell y'all where I'm at. So here, I'm giving one of my favorite places in the entire world is
Yeah.
a place called your DeKalb County Farmers
There you
Market.
go.
Okay?
There you
If
go.
you are from Atlanta, if
Yeah.
you live in Georgia,
Yeah.
you know about this place.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is this is my heaven, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
DeKalb County Farmers Market has some of everything in it,
Yes. I'm around
all
there.
types of produce, all types of pastries, all types of,
Yeah.
and their seasonings. Their seasonings are fresh. They got an entire seasoning wall. Y'all, I'm getting so excited. I'm so sorry because I love
No,
talking
no,
about it.
don't apologize. Get excited. Get them folks excited out there.
Listen, you can find so much produce
Yeah.
there, so
Oh,
much fresh produce,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
much fresh, and they make items there. So they make fresh bread there, and they use it from wheat and from me
Yeah.
things that they actually milled right
Yeah.
there on
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
I used to work for a chia seed flour company in Florida, probably I want to say about 10 years ago. My son was 13. My son is now 25. So it
Yeah.
was a little over 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
worked a chia seed flour company down in Orlando, Florida.
Mhm.
And when I was their operations manager. And
Yeah.
one day looking at their vendors list and I got so excited
Yeah.
because your DeKalb County's farmers market was on their vendors list,
Right.
but
Right.
they weren't just ordering flour from us.
Whew.
They were ordering white and black chia seeds because they were making the flour
Yeah.
right here at the farmers market. And they were using the flour to make
Wow.
breads, to make muffins, to make all kinds of delicacies that they were serving at the farmers market. So
Uh,
I get really excited about
oh
food.
yeah. Absolutely, Sister Red. You got to do that. Matter of fact, I want to encourage everybody to go to your local farmers market, international market, whatever they call it, guys, in your area, but definitely start shopping there.
Another thing you can do is
Yeah.
look for local farms in your area. A
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
local farms have what's called ugly vegetable and fruit bins.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
reason why is because your fruit has to look a certain way
Right.
when it goes to market, meaning that
Exactly.
only in the grocery stores they only want the prettiest and the cutest fruit.
Right. Right.
You know, like I know, if you have a garden, if you've done any planting, even if it's a little container garden, you
Yeah.
know, fruit and vegetables don't always look pretty, but that doesn't mean that they aren't good. So
Right.
find a local farm, and you probably can get more produce from a local
Oh.
farm
Oh,
for
absolutely.
and what you could actually go
Yeah.
to the store
Yeah.
and buy
Yeah.
it for. So I want
Absolutely.
to encourage you to find a local farm by you. Go look in their ugly fruits and vegetable bins.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
it just because it's ugly don't mean it doesn't have
No, no,
nutrients.
it's still good, guys. Yeah,
Not
exactly.
mean that it's not good for you. It is still good. It just
Yes.
grew in a different way or grew in a way that's outside the norm. And
Absolutely.
that right there is a testament to us as people as well. We
Yeah.
don't all look the same. We don't all think the same.
Yeah.
So think about that when it comes to your food and when you get ready to make food choices. It's okay to go with the
Yeah.
weird looking fruit. It's
Yeah.
not gonna hurt you.
Absolutely, Cami. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, this is Power Connections with Cami Red, a certified nutritionist with Kevin Vaughan here. We're talking some good stuff today, Cami. No doubt about that. Hey, we want to encourage you guys to go to your local farmers market, international market, your local farmers in the area, guys. I know in North Georgia, man, there's a lot of great stuff happening in North Georgia as well, South Georgia, wherever you're at. But please go to a farmers market, a local farmers market. A lot of cities now, Cami, as you probably know, are doing their farmers markets throughout the month now. I'm up
Yes,
in here. I'm up here in Kennesaw. Kennesaw has theirs. Marietta has one. Ackworth has their farmers market.
that's
Oh,
what I
man,
was saying about even in Texas. And
yeah,
so just in Texas, because I've lived all over. In
yeah,
Florida, they have farmers markets in each
right.
city. In
Exactly.
California, they have farmers markets in each city. One of my favorite local farmers markets is in California is actually in the city of Hollywood. And
Mm.
they bring in, because it's on the coast, they
Wow.
bring in fresh seafood right from
Oh,
the coast to
yeah.
sell right there. Listen, I had one of the biggest oysters in the world just at the farmers market
Wow.
in California. It was, and you could taste the freshness. They were
Yeah,
just giving samples away, but it
right.
was just so huge, and you
Yeah.
could literally taste the freshness of that seafood. So when I say eat seafood sustainably, that's the type of thing that I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about where it's mass produced and we're overfishing our
Right.
ocean population and our ocean animals. No, I'm talking about those who those companies
Yeah.
and those farmers who actually do it in a sustainable,
Yeah.
responsible way. So
Oh,
again, that's why it's also important to eat seasonally as well,
yeah.
because you want to make sure that we're not overfishing our seas, we're not overfarming our land, we're not doing the things that's going to deplete our environment for the future. So we want to eat in a way that's also going to help and also going to be better for our environment.
Oh, I love it, Cami Red. Thank you so much for that. Hey, I wanted to read real quick, guys, for those who are just joining us. Cami Red is a chef, ladies and gentlemen, nutritionist, author, business consultant, dedicated to enhancing well-being and happiness, as you can hear from her wonderful voice today. She also has degrees in music business, media production, culinary science, and nutritional science. She brings a diverse expertise to her work. This lady is seriously talented. Sister Red, excuse me. You guys are so excited. I'm so excited about you, what you're bringing to the table today. This is powerful, guys. Hey, real quick, we're going to do a commercial break. Hey, Cami, how can folks get in touch with you outside the website? What other social media can you share with real quick?
I'm everywhere. I'm on Facebook. I'm
Yeah,
on
that's
Twitter.
right.
I'm
Oh, there it is
on
right there. That's right.
Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on
Yep.
wherever you are, I am there. And most of the time, you can either find me as Chef Cami Red or Cami Red TX,
Right.
because I'm based out of Texas, but I'm everywhere. I'm
That's
always around.
That's
So
wonderful, Gary. Thank you so much. Hey, as we segue into the next area, we talk about the summer. It's summertime. Any tips for us for the
yeah.
summertime, Sister Gabby?
Yes, of course, of course, of course. So I wanted to tell you guys, I talked a little bit earlier about eating seasonally, and
Yeah,
you probably are asking yourself, what are some ways that I can eat
yeah,
seasonally this
yeah,
summer? So I'm going to give you a list of fruits and vegetables that are actually in season, and these are probably some of your favorite fruits and vegetables.
yeah,
So summer fruits, it's berries, it's stone fruits like peaches and nectarines and plums. You have melons like watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, mangoes,
yeah,
pineapples, figs, grapes. For vegetables, you want to lean more towards tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, corn, bell peppers, eggplants, green beans, okra, and leafy greens. And of course, our herbs. I can go on and on about herbs.
yeah.
But what I also want to tell you is this: a lot of the things that I just mentioned to you are also foods that are very hydrating. And
Right.
you will notice that because it is the summer, the
Yeah,
food and the fruits and vegetables that I just named also have an extremely high water content.
yeah,
So if you are looking to hydrate yourself this summer and you don't have access to water right away, go ahead and grab a cucumber. Go
yeah,
ahead and grab some berries. Get you a piece of watermelon. Get an apple. all those items contain enough water to
Mhm.
add to your hydration levels. And the reason a lot of us get sick and have gut health issues is because we are dehydrated. We
Mhm.
do not give our bodies enough hydration. So if you're not drinking it, make sure you're
Right.
eating it.
Yeah. 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 That's powerful. I love it. Matter of fact, that leads us to our next area too, is talk about hydration a little bit more.
Yeah,
Folks, you gotta drink more water. Come on, people, you gotta drink more
you
water.
gotta
Anything
drink
else you
more
can add to that, Kevin?
Yeah, you got to drink more water, not just for your health. You got to drink more water because it affects all areas
Yeah.
of your wellness.
Yeah.
So let me say this to you. If you are not properly hydrated, you can't think right. You will not be in your right state of mind with
Yeah.
your thinking.
That's
If
right.
you are not properly hydrated, the waste in your body is
Yeah.
not going to be removed.
Yeah.
If you are not properly hydrated, you are not going to be able to do a lot of physical activity.
All
If
right.
you are not properly hydrated, it affects your heart. So you need to make sure that you are drinking at least 8 10-ounce glasses of water every day. And again, like I said, if you can't drink it, eat it. You can find water in radishes, you can find water in
Yeah.
spinach, you
Yeah.
can find water in citrus fruit. If you eat salads, you find water in lettuce. All of those different things contain water. And if you don't like the taste of water, drink coconut water.
All
It's
right.
got electrolytes, it's got so much good nutrients in it. And
Mm.
then if that's a problem, add oranges, lemon slices, grapefruit slices, things like that to your water.
Yeah.
Add berries to your water. I'm not talking about adding sugar stuff. And I'm not saying anything about going out here and sweetening things because I say add lemon a lot to the water. And
Yeah.
I have to tell people I'm not talking about lemonade. I'm
Right.
talking about lemon water. So
Right.
yes, you might be tempted to put a little sugar
Right.
in
Right.
that lemon water, but
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that's not what we want, okay? We
Hey.
want to stay away from white sugar. And if you just happen to have something sweet, what
Mm.
you can do, and I always say this, if you want to turn your water into a healthy lemonade, I don't have no problem with that. But let
Mm-hmm.
me tell you how to do that. That's lemon slices and real stevia leaves. So if you take the leaves of a stevia plant, which is a
Mm-hmm.
real plant, so you may see stevia in the store, and you may think that's just another processed sugar. It
Yeah.
is not. That is an actual real plant. So if you
Yeah.
cut up some real lemon
Mm-hmm.
and take a few leaves of stevia,
Right.
muddle that up, add your water to it, that's your healthy lemonade.
I love it, Cammy. That's a great tip. So can you buy that in the farmer's market? You're saying you could buy the plant or something? Is that
You
right?
can you can buy that at Walmart. If you have a Walmart that has a garden center or a
Yeah.
Lowe's that has a
Yeah.
garden center, outside where they have all those little plants and
Yeah.
herbs,
Exactly. Yeah.
they got stevia over there too. I often
Wow.
find myself walking through the garden center and
Yeah.
you see people standing there just looking at it like, what is this? So
Yeah.
what I tell people, break
Wow.
a leaf off. Break a leaf off and
Right.
actually taste it.
Wow.
Taste what you are purchasing so you know
Love
what
it.
it and once you, and I swear, this lady was standing at Lowe's and I told her to break a piece of the leaf and she
Yeah.
tasted, she said, "Oh my God, this is so sweet." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Imagine if you added this to your sweet tea.
Right. Oh, I
Stevia
love
leaves,
it.
some mint leaves, and a little lemon in your tea. That
Yeah.
makes tea right there."
Oh, I
So you
love
can
it.
do the same thing with lemonade. You can add pineapple to your lemonade. You can
Yeah.
do all kinds of things just to stay healthy and hydrated, but
Oh,
you don't have to have the added sugar or any
wow.
impurities.
That, Cammy, that is like worth $1 million right there on the network. Wow. Can you say that again, guys? We got to get rid of the sugar, the white sugar, and go to the stevia plant and put it in there. Can you talk
It's
about
not
that
the
again?
only it's not the only thing out there as well. So you have monk fruit sugar, you have xylitol. There are other
Wow.
alternatives.
Wow.
I work with people who have diabetes, so
Yeah.
it's very that I give them items that are naturally low glycemic, that
Yeah.
are healthy, and that not only help them with those little sweet teeth sweet tooth
Yeah.
that they have, but also provide nutrients to them as well. So think about this. Stevia is a plant, a real plant.
Right.
It gives you the sweetness that you want for sugar, but think
Right.
about the other added nutrients that you're getting from this
Right.
plant because it's a green leafy plant as well.
I love it. This is good, Gabby. This is so good. I'm gonna get me some today. I'm going to. I just at Whole Food. I'm going to Whole Food today. It's right down the street.
Listen, that's why I tell you, you can have your own little
Yeah.
home garden at
Yeah.
home on your back porch,
That's good.
on your balcony,
Yeah.
in your apartment
Yeah.
complex. It
Yeah.
is not hard to be healthy. We make it hard because we've
Yeah.
been that agenda's been pushed to us.
Yeah.
But
That's
go to the store. A
yeah.
stevia plant at Lowe's or at Walmart will cost you probably about $5.
Right.
That's it. You are literally regenerating that plant over time. So
Right.
you spent $5 and now you have a lifetime supply of sugar.
Right. Right. Incredible. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cami Red, nutritionist. She's a certified nutritionist on Power Connections. We're talking about your health and my health today as well. In addition to some awesome areas, ladies and gentlemen, she is a wonderful chef, nutritionist, as I mentioned earlier, author, and business consultant dedicated to helping all of us win today. Wow, that is incredible. Matter of fact, Cami, again, that was like $1 million worth of information just on the sugar thing. I love it. I ain't never heard it like that before. So now I'm going to take some action. Guys, I want you to take some action too. Get rid of that sugar out of your home, man.
You
And
don't have an excuse because even the thing about it is
wow.
if you got to shop at Walmart, if you got to shop at the
Yeah.
dollar store, the alternatives are actually available for you
Woo.
at the locations. You
Wow.
don't have no excuse. And I can go online and pull up the Walmart app and show you
Yeah.
Walmart has coconut sugar. Walmart has peanut protein. They have all different
Wow.
types of things that could be added to your health journey. You don't have no excuse. No
Yeah,
excuse.
exactly. Wow, Cami, that's powerful, guys. That is so powerful. Now, Cami, we got to have you on periodically coming back and talk to us about this
I
stuff,
would
man.
love
So,
to.
yeah,
I
we got to talk
wouldn't
about
mind.
that offline. Yeah, we'll talk about you having some time on here again as well. That's powerful. Hey, as we transition, let's talk about our young people. You're doing some stuff in foster care. Is that correct? Help
Okay,
us.
so can you see my shirt? Do you see my shirt?
I
Can
do.
you?
Three Kings.
Okay. Yes, my shirt says Three Kings. Here's the
Yes.
thing, you guys. I am a
Woo.
boy mom. I'm a boy mom. I'm a boy auntie. I'm an all around
Yeah.
advocate for young black men.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
my purpose, and I've found that it ties into the life that I've been living thus far.
Right.
So my purpose and the vision that God gave me was for this ranch. It's called Three Kings Ranch. And
Yeah.
if you saw my shirt, you probably can't see the logo, but the logo is actually my son and my two nephews. Okay. So that tells you how dedicated to this I really am.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
so here is what I do. I am in the process of building and opening a farm and ranch. One of the things that we are doing is we have developed a vocational program for
Hmm.
young men.
Yeah.
What I am my hope is to do is to open a foster care facility for
Yeah.
CWOP children, and that is children without placement. I've gone through the process of being a foster care parent, and
Yeah.
that opened my eyes in a way that sort of scared me a little bit. What I learned is something that probably shouldn't be said out loud, but I'm going to say it out loud anyway. Our children are sold. If you want to look at anything, if you want to learn anything, the American foster care system is probably one of the highest human trafficking organizations out there.
Wow.
Um,
Wow, Kim.
and it's sad because our children are
Yeah.
labeled as disabled. They're
Right.
labeled as special needs, which
Right.
means that they go for a higher cost.
Right.
So a lot of foster care parents who get in this for the wrong reason,
Right.
they end up getting paid a lot more money for
Yeah.
taking in our children. And
Yeah.
one of the things
Yeah.
I want to stop,
Yeah.
I want to stop that from happening.
Yeah. I'm
I
with you.
want to be able to focus on bringing young Black and brown boys to an environment that not only supports them but teaches how to be in the world. By the
Yeah.
time these kids leave us at Three Kings, and
Yeah.
by the way, our organization actually supports boys from the ages of 11 to 25. Not
Wow.
11 to 17, 11 to 25.
Wow.
And I don't know if you heard me, but I said my son is 25 years old this year. The
Yeah.
reason why we support boys from 11 to 25 is because what I've learned is 18 is not grown.
Right.
18 does not mean that they should be put out.
Nope.
And 18, the foster care system releases these children to the
Right.
world. They give
Wow.
them a stipend and send them on their way. I
Wow.
was watching the news the other day where I watched an organization here in Atlanta. They go out and they help foster care kids who are going into college. They help them
Right.
set up their dorms. And
Yeah.
I listened to the lady tell her why. And she said that one day she was helping her daughter set up for her dorm, and she saw this other young lady being dropped off, and the caseworker didn't even go into the dormitory with the young girl.
Oh,
She
wow.
dropped her off at the curb and gave her all her stuff, which was probably in a trash bag or a
Yeah.
pillowcase, because that's
Oh,
what
wow.
the kids travel with.
Wow.
And that was it. She never saw her again,
Wow.
because at 18 the state releases them. They
Wow.
are not, our children are not grown at 18, and our boys need support, they need security, and they still need guidance at that
Yeah.
age. So
Yeah.
we developed not only a vocational program or a school program for 11 to 17 year olds, we've actually developed a vocational, agricultural based
Right. Right.
vocational program for
Yeah.
young men between the ages of 18 to 25. When these young men get out of the foster care system, the state of Texas is going to pay for them to come and go through our vocational program.
Yeah.
Now, once they go through our vocational program, they leave with several, not one, but several certifications in the area of agriculture. So they can go out here, and it's my hope to partner with a bank soon, because what we want to do is we want to give these boys the opportunity to go out here and be landowners themselves,
Yeah.
go out here and start farming and doing things in agriculture themselves. And that's important.
Yeah.
That's important. That goes back to my what I do right now in sustainable nutrition, when I said it's important that
Yeah.
we tie in everything to our environment and
Yeah.
to our future. So I want to make sure that we pass down all of these all of this information to our young kids so that they can go out here and still maintain for the
Yeah.
future, because we got to fight back. And I hate to be one of those ones, but we got to fight back against big government. We got to fight back against big pharma. We
Yeah.
can't keep letting them feed us anything and making us sick. So we need to teach that to our kids so that the kids go out here want to become farmers, not just want to be rappers and basketball players and things like that, but want to become farmers so
Yeah.
that they can feed the masses, want to become farmers so that
Yeah.
they have a
Yeah.
hand in your nutrition,
Yeah.
so that they have a hand in helping our environment as well.
Amen. I love it. Well said, and I'm excited for you. I can hear the passion in your wonderful voice there. Matter of fact, I was writing down. We got to get knowledge, folks. That's what Cami brings, knowledge, and then we got to execute that knowledge into the area of nutrition specifically, and in the area of our lives. Because you can be a billionaire, you still got to eat. Okay, I don't care what you still
I
got.
get mad at business owners. Here's why. I
Yeah.
get mad at business owners that
Yeah.
don't promote health and wellness,
Right.
because you, as a business owner, have a responsibility.
Yeah.
If you are out here selling a product to the world, you
Yeah.
have a responsibility to yourself to
Yeah.
be healthy and to be well on every area of wellness. That
Yeah.
means mental wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness, social wellness, all of the above.
Mm.
You have a responsibility to do that. So if you're out here as a motivational coach and you are not living a healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
you are not actually living what you promote. So
Right.
it is
Right.
your responsibility to get out here to be healthy and to make sure your followers are healthy as well.
Wow.
So
Wow.
you want I encourage you to promote health and wellness in your business, but also in your personal life. Because if you're promoting or talking or influencing other people, you need to influence them to be healthy. to
Yeah.
be healthy mentally, to be healthy physically, to
Yeah.
be healthy across the board.
Yeah, I love it, Cammy. I love it. Hey, Cammy, I was just thinking too, there's people out there that's listening and say, okay, I want to help you a little bit too. What's some of the needs for the organization towards your goal there for the children? What's some of the needs
So
you have?
what we need, and I'm just going to keep it plain and simple,
Yep.
is donations, money, money, money. And
All
that's
right.
always the thing.
Yep.
The
Yep.
reason why we need that is not because we don't want your products. We love to have any of your donations when it
All
comes
right.
to clothing, when it comes to, especially like luggage carriers, if you have backpacks, anything like that. Kids, so I don't know if you remember me saying foster care kids travel with
Yeah.
garbage bags and
Right.
pillowcases.
Yep. Yep.
Okay? So we want to make sure we have duffel bags, we have luggage because we do giveaways. We
Right.
try to take this to our local counties, to our
Yeah.
CASA volunteers, to our foster care departments, to make sure that these families and these kids, and I work with older kids, you guys. So
Mm,
I work with what they call CWOPs, and that's children without placement. And
mm,
those are usually the older kids over the age of 11.
yeah.
So things that they need, are geared towards those that age group. We don't ask for clothes because we get
Right.
a lot of donations and
Right.
stuff for clothes, and
Right.
because we don't ask for food, and unfortunately, it's because most of the time the donations that we get for food are processed
Right.
ingredients.
Right.
And we are trying to teach how to be sustainable, not
Right.
only in life, but in nutrition as well. So we're teaching the kids how to farm and how to, you know, raise their own food.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
that's something that we're doing. So again, bags, money, things like that. Money helps us purchase animals. Money helps us purchase the fencing. It helps us keep our environment up, and
Yeah.
it just goes a long way with also helping us make sure that these kids have what they need
Oh, I
as well.
love it, Cammy. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Cammy Red. We're talking about her books. We're talking coming up soon here. We're talking about her nutritional background as well, guys. And we're just excited about the whole thing, guys. You can also too, if you want to donate or contact Cammy, guys. There's a website right there. She's also on social media, but you'll see all that on the website. So go to the website and you guys do what you can. And also, most of all, Cammy, I want them to share this out on their platforms as well.
Yes,
And share
please
this
share
on your
this, share
platform.
this, share this.
Yeah, share it because
Hit
you
the
never know.
share button. Send it to your followers. Tell them, hey, I think this is
Yeah,
some great information that
absolutely.
you need.
Absolutely, Cammy. Especially, I mean, just on the sugar thing, that was powerful right there. I said, man, y'all need to take action on that one today. Y'all will make some good lemonade, get rid of the sugar, and put that stevia plant in there and stir it
What
up.
I will do, if you guys go over to my website today, once I get off of this podcast or this
Yeah,
broadcast,
yeah,
I will go and I will make a special blog post today where I will post some healthy summer drinks that
yeah,
you can drink this summer, some infused waters, some iced
yeah.
herbal teas. I
Okay,
have a recipe for a watermelon mint cooler, a
yeah,
cucumber basil lemonade, all kinds of stuff. I'll post it over there for you, and we'll talk about natural sweeteners like
amen.
honey.
Yeah,
Honey is a natural sweetener as well. I don't talk about it often because if you're vegan, a lot of vegans try to stay away from it.
right.
But stevia and honey both come from our planet. We
Yeah,
get honey from bees, and we need the bees. We
yes,
definitely need the bees. So stop killing the bees,
right,
okay? And
right.
start encouraging the growth and the spread of bees and accepting them into your area because we need them. Because without bees, we would all die. So just
Amen.
remember, okay?
Amen.
But I am going to post. I got probably about 20 recipes that I can post for you guys, and I'll just post them in at a blog so you can read them and you can incorporate this into some of your summer days.
Yeah, exactly, Cammy. That's powerful. I tell you, Cammy, you are a wealth of information and a genius as well. So thank you so much for sharing
Thank
today
you.
as
Thank
well.
you.
That's powerful, guy. Hey, you just talked about your newsletter and blog a little bit. People can get all that from the website, no doubt about
Yes,
that.
it's
I'm
all on the
excited about that.
website.
Yeah,
The Red Report is
yeah,
that's what my blog is
yeah,
called, the
yeah,
Red Report, and
yeah.
that's because I literally give you not only recipes and healthy information, but I talk about what's going on in the world of agriculture. I talk about what's going on in our world with food. You'll find articles about um, lab grown meat
Yeah,
versus yeah,
yeah.
it's
Oh
all
yeah.
kinds of
Oh
articles
yeah. Yeah.
that are
It's stuff.
interesting. and deal with the foods that we are actually being introduced to now.
Yeah, that's powerful, Cami. Thank you so much for that. Since we're talking about those books, man, let's transition over to the books. Hey, Cami Red is also an author, guys. Cami, tell us about your wonderful books released. It's on the website,
Okay,
guys, as
so
well.
one of the things that I do promote is being healthy on so many different
Yeah,
dimensions of wellness.
yeah.
I actually have a podcast called The 10 Dimensions of Wellness. And we're bringing it, not the podcast back, but we ended 2020 with a summit that I did with 10 wellness leaders. And we talked to you about how we could come out of that COVID era
Yeah.
with wellness. And we talked about 10 different areas of wellness.
Hmm.
One of the things that we're doing is we're bringing that summit back this year. So at the end of this year, I'm going to be doing another 10 Dimensions of Wellness Summit, but this time it's going to be bigger. I don't have 10 speakers, I have 20, and we're going to be promoting all of the different facets of wellness. But one of the things that I like to focus on
Yeah.
is your spiritual and your social wellness. So my books deal a lot with that.
Mm.
One of my first books was 21 Days of Gratitude, and I have a copy of it here with me.
Yeah.
Y'all have to forgive me. It's my personal copy, so it's a little messed up because I actually still go through and read it. It's a journal, and it just talks about how you can use gratitude to just be present in the moment where you
Yeah.
are right now and be grateful for your life, and how you can use that to move forward every day. And I'm going to show you, even in this book,
Hmm.
I include a meal plan, you guys. So
Yeah.
I tie in nutrition to
Right.
everything that we do,
I love
because all of those different areas of wellness are interconnected. How you eat affects your mentality, but also your emotional wellness affects how you eat.
it. Hmm.
So all of that's connected. So my book is called 21 Days of Gratitude,
Hmm.
Nurturing a Heart of Appreciation. And that's because we've all learned that it takes 21 days to form a habit. So
Hmm.
I want to make sure that in those 21 days, you give thanks for something every day, so
Yeah.
you realize how wonderful your life really is.
Yeah. I mean, that's powerful. I love it.
Now,
One.
another book that I've authored and written is called 30 Days of Spiritual Growth. Now,
Hmm.
this is just a basic devotional. And what this is, it takes different texts from different religious different religions. So I
Hmm.
have texts from the Bhagavad Gita. I have texts from the Quran. I have texts from the Bible. I
Hmm.
have life lessons from Socrates and Rumi in this devotion. And
Wow.
what it does is it ties everything in together, and it shows you we may have different religious views, but we
Right.
all think in the same way. And we're all about love, we're all about unity, and we're all about our divine connection to God.
Hmm.
So it takes you, it doesn't matter who you are, what religion you are, where you are in life. It takes you on a spiritual journey, and it makes God relatable to you.
Yeah. Wow. That's powerful, Cami. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Cami Red, nutritionist, author, businesswoman, all the above, genius, brilliant person, all the above, guys. Just excited about her being here on Power Connections with Kevin
Now,
Vaughan, your host
you
today.
can go to my website, and there are a wealth of other
Yeah.
books on nutrition there as well. So I have a coloring book for your kids that
Yeah.
talks about nutrition. And
Yep.
in that coloring book, you will actually be able to show your kids different foods of different food groups in different colors, and
Yeah.
what those foods actually give to them nutrition wise. There
Yeah.
are recipes for you to make with your kids in my coloring book as well. Now, those of you that suffer from diabetes, those of you that suffer from gut health issues, if you even have heart issues, there is a book on my website for you also. Those of you who just want to teach nutrition, maybe you have a class at your church
Yeah.
and you need more in-depth information. You can grab a couple of those books and just teach from those books as well. I also have curriculum on my website that you can pay for and download as well. So if you are a health coach, if you are a fitness instructor, if you are any of those things, you can actually get that information on my website as well.
Oh, I love it, Cami. Hey, guys, get excited. Hey, I just wrote down while Cami was talking, guys. If there's any groups out there, associations, organizations, businesses, and of course, corporations, you need to contact Cami and book her on your network, okay? Book her on your show, book her on your digital platform, podcast. And of course, if you have a special event or a live event for your employees or for your organization, guys, hopefully you can catch her. You can book her to have come in as a speaker. Now get your
Now, you
budget out. It ain't free
I
now.
like
It ain't free.
speakers. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't just come to talk to you. I
Right.
bring food with me too.
That's right.
So
That's right.
that's important. And I know we like food. So when you book me, I come to speak, but I also come to teach and I also
Yeah.
bring something for you to taste.
There you go.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
that's important because I want you to understand that nutrition does not have to taste bad.
Oh,
Nutrition does not have to be a bad thing. It
yeah.
is it is what we make it.
Yeah.
And this,
Tammy.
again, I cannot reiterate this enough. I'll give you an
Yeah.
example. That 30 for 30 program that you guys see behind him,
Yeah.
there is a recipe in that program for shrimp and grits.
Wow.
Okay. The reason
Wow.
why is because, again, I'm Southern. What do we like to eat? We like to eat those types of foods. But what I want to show you is that you can have those types of foods, but you just can eat them in a much more healthier way.
Oh, absolutely, Cammy. I love it. Yeah, one of my mentors, man. We've been socially modified so much we don't even know what's real anymore. Some cases,
Oh,
you know, we're just doing what
yeah.
the social system said to do, you
Yeah.
know. And we don't
And
even,
that's, again, that's why it's important to
yeah,
live sustainably. That's why it's important to know where your meat comes from, where your seafood comes from, where your
yeah,
plants come from, where your
right,
fruit come from. It
yeah.
is important. There is an article on my website that
Hmm.
talks about lab grown meats. I have a friend who literally just told me he got a 3D printer and he was taught how to print food on
Wow,
his 3D printer.
wow.
So think about that. You
Yeah,
see
exactly.
videos, you see things like that out there. This
Yeah,
is what is going on in society today.
yes,
You
yes,
may not know where you're getting, you may think you're eating fresh produce. You
right,
may think you're eating fresh vegetables. This could
right,
have been printed off of a machine. It could have been grown in a lab.
right.
It does not contain the same nutrients that
Yeah,
it does when it comes from the earth. It
yeah,
doesn't give you the same effect that way.
yes,
So
man.
it's very important that we learn where our foods come from and
Absolutely.
we live sustainably and we make sustainable choices when it comes to our eating habits and our nutrition.
Oh, I love it, Cami. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, this is Power Connections with Cami Red, nutritionist. She's also a wonderful author, guys, businesswoman, and so much more. Teacher, trainer, speaker, all the above. I'm excited about that. Cami, this has been amazing.
Thank
Amazing time with you today.
you.
I trust you all getting some information today. I hope you all taking notes. Here's our website, guys. Once you go to the website, y'all take a picture of that if you want, or just make sure you guys also contact for those who have a podcast digital platform. You need to invite. Matter of fact, I'm going to share this with my cousin. She has a podcast. So I'll make sure she contacts you to have her on her show as soon as possible as well, Cami. So I'm excited about that. Well, Cami, as you know, we'd love to talk to you some more. But if you would give us some final thoughts and some takeaways and maybe some action items, what do you want us to do as it relates to nutrition or anything you want to share with us as we close out?
I'm going to repeat that same message over again. I want you guys to just think sustainably in your food choices, think
Yeah,
sustainably in your nutrition. That's important because we don't think about the
yeah,
future. Our
right,
kids,
right,
grandkids, our
yeah,
great grandkids,
right,
they need an earth. They still need an environment to live and thrive. Also, some of the things that you've been taught, unlearn those things. Okay. And that's
mm,
not saying that something that I'm telling you, listen, go out there, do your own research, learn it on your own. Call me, contact me. I'll walk you through this journey myself. I have no problem doing that. But I want you to live your best life. I want you to live your healthiest life. And I want you to do it not just in nutrition, but in every level, or in every dimension of wellness. So I want you to be healthy socially. I want you to be healthy spiritually. I want you to be healthy mentally, emotionally, culturally. I want you to be healthy on all planes. And just remember that all of those things are interconnected.
yeah,
We
yeah,
are all interconnected, and
yeah.
we are all connected to this earth. We are all connected to God. We are all connected to each other.
Oh, I love it, Cami. That is so powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cami Red is certified nutritionist. I am not. I am not a doctor, so I'm going to mention this real quick for you guys. Hey, our goal is to minimize your doctor visits. Okay, that's one thing. You want to
And get you
minimize.
off those medications.
That's right. You want to do that by being healthy. And of course, we have Cami Reed that can, Red, excuse me, that can help you guys do that. The next thing, you want to stay out of the hospital. Cami, I don't want to be in the hospital. If I don't need to go, I ain't gonna go just because somebody thinks you need to go. Okay, so
No,
stay out of the hospital as much as possible. The next thing is stop being sick. You don't have to be sick. It's not a lifestyle, folks. Some people think it's part of their lifestyle, their history, their DNA. No, it is not. Okay, Cami can help you with that. Okay. And last but not least, guys, make those changes. You got to do it for yourself because your goal is to be in your 90s, maybe your hundreds, right? Later on, where you're walking on
I
your own.
told you
Yeah.
both of my grandmothers are one is 95,
I
one is
love it.
96. I
Yeah.
am grateful and hoping that
Yeah.
I am able to see and reach those ages.
You will. You will. Because we're going to follow their example. I
Yeah.
love it. That's wonderful. Hey, Cammy, this has been powerful. I thank you so much for your time today. We had to give you an hour today. 30 minutes ain't enough for this, what we do for sure. But let's talk again. You're always welcome to come back on Power Connections. We also have a show called My Health, Your Health with Kevin Vaughan. We'll probably bring you back on that one in the future, talk about some specific areas of health that you want to bring up to us as we talk about our communities not only nationally, but also globally, Cami. Wow, incredible.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's been a pleasure just to speak and talk with you today.
Oh, through all glory to God. Thank you so much. Hey, please give a hug and a kiss to your grandmamas and your family too as well. We're just excited about them letting you come on today as well. I love it.
Thank
Any final thoughts, Sister Reed, Fred?
just, again, you guys be healthy across the board. And I
Yeah.
cannot reiterate that enough. Take care of your health, take care of your mental wellness, take care of your physical wellness, and just trust in God.
Amen. There you go. That's the best part there, Sister Red. Trust in God. Hey, Kevin Vaughan here with you. Cami Red here with you, ladies and gentlemen, nutritionist. She's an awesome author as well, business consultant, speaker, and so much more. Media guru as well. I can't wait to hear her again on this network. Hey, we're going to leave you with this, guys. Remember, as my mentors would say, remember to always out love, out serve, and I'll forgive each other. And remember that Jesus is Lord. If y'all got a problem with that, y'all call me directly. Don't call Cami about that. Just call me and I'll help you out on that one as well. Hey, Cami Red, thank you so much for your time. We want you to have a great day today. Enjoy the rest of your day and your stay in Georgia. And also to have safe travels when you do go back. And also to have a powerful rest of the week as well, Cami. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Amen. Hey guys, thank you so much for your time. I want you guys to share this out. Share this out on your platforms, guys. Again, there's Cami's website, guys, right there as well. I want you guys to share it out on your platform. And also those who have platforms, invite her on your show, okay? Matter of fact, TikTok, I think just went up to 30 minutes on the videos recently. So you can now do 30-minute videos, a little plug for TikTok. So we can now put more video content on TikTok. So I think we'll be able to put some of this up there as well later on the network. Hey, we got to go, guys. Have a great day. Hey, Kevin Vaughan here with you. Cami Red with you. We have a great day. We'll see you next time on Power Connections. God bless everybody. Thank you so much, Cami. Hold on a second. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.